Good day and good evening, everybody out there in cyberspace. My name is Mike Hughes, and I am an occultist and a spiritualist. And we are having at this time a great crisis where we have the majority of humanity doesn't know where they come from or where they're going in their evolution, don't know what happens to them when they die, and things like battling questions like this. That's just because we're in between two ages. We are now moving out of the age of Pisces and into that of Aquarius. And as we move from age to age, there's usually a lot of friction between two energies. Fire by friction is what we're experiencing right now. Maitreya has long ago predicted the financial crisis that will overcome the entire globe, and the United Nations is going to give the okay for they sponsor one of my colleagues. They sponsor his trips and tours or lecture tours around the world. And Lucis Trust is another one, and they are in the United Nations as well. Maitreya is well known within the United Nations as a man of goodwill, great just incredible understanding and incredible insight into the problems of the world today. The problems of the world today is spiritual starvation. The world's religions today are expecting the reappearance of their Savior. We have the Hindus awaiting Krishna. We have the Christians waiting for the return of the Christ in some form. We have the Buddhists who are waiting for the fifth Buddha, Maitreya. They got his name right. We have Islam, which is waiting for the Imam. And Maitreya is a incredible, brilliant teacher who is coming to fulfill the expectations of all of these religions' hopes and dreams for a better world. I'm a member of the new group of world servers as well, and for 25 years I have been working with my colleagues around the world who presenting this information as for people's convenience, not as dogma, not as preaching. It doesn't matter if you nothing bad's gonna happen to you if you don't believe what I'm going to tell you. You know, it's just that we are moving into a new age, and we have an incredible world teacher that's going to lead us through the gates and into the fifth kingdom, that being this kingdom of souls. And when that happens, humanity will stand ready to change. The first things we must do in this world is to learn to share the resources of the world. Maitreya is not looking for followers or devotees to sit at his lotus feet or anything like that. The times and the pressure of the times as happening now is one of great need. There has been over the years a sort of a great invocative cry for help that has worked its way up and into the hearts and minds of the great ones. Maitreya and the spiritual hierarchy that has been on this planet for some 18.5 million years. Maitreya is coming. The name Maitreya actually means the happy one, or the one who brings happiness. And he is a great bodhisattva. He achieved at becoming a master far ages and ages ago, way back during the Atlantean root race, just before the great catalysmic effects happened there. And now remains as a 8th degree initiate, a master of incredible insights, incredible knowledge that will guide and merge all of the world's religions together and fuse them together. Not only that, but to fuse together science, religion, and philosophy into a practical way of living and viewing the world. Thanks to Helena Petrona Blavatsky, we have the Secret Doctrine and the esoteric books of Alice A. Bailey, who is also sponsored by the United Nations, along with Maitreya and Benjamin Graham. The United Nations has a work and a role to play, for it is right now, the United Nations is right now the hope of the world, right now as it is. And we are going to move into a beautiful age of brotherhood and love. And we all are going to be required to take initiation if we are to pass through the gates and into the new age. And that first initiation is called the birth of the higher self, or the Christ principle, or the Atman. It is this higher principle, higher self, which is now being born in hundreds of thousands of people at this very moment in time. People are starting to wake up, and they're beginning to realize and expect great changes, and they know they're coming. Maitreya is a teacher on the broadest sense of that word. He is a teacher and is here for those of all religions, and as well as for those of no world religions. He comes simply as a teacher to show us the art and to teach us the art of self-realization. Because when you're in touch with the higher self, you can truly remain detached and view the world outside of yourself, so that your petty problems don't matter anymore. And then when you merge in with this higher self, you see the entire world's problems, and you do what your soul prompts you to do. You share, and you love your brotherhood, you love your fellow man, you serve, and you do your best to be a good citizen in the world, and to eventually pass through the gates of initiation, of which I will speak later on. But for now, my friends, my job is to create a climate of hope and expectancy that a new world is on our way, and a new teacher to guide us into the new age is Maitreya. And he is here for all, for those of all faiths. He is here. I want to give you my blessings, and may Maitreya's love forever flow through your heart. Alright? I'm not a fanatic, I'm just a working, concerned man.